Hey Dan, it's Vince. I got done with your revision, but it gave me an idea for a video, so I hope you don't mind. I'm using your elevator as an example. I get a lot of questions on this, and for anyone watching this, I want them to understand the level of service I want to be able to provide guys, especially if you're doing a scale project or a custom build project. And, the graphics are really the icing on the cake. You guys put in all that hard work. You want the plane to definitely show the difference at the field. And this is really where we can really have a lot of fun. Um, my background, again, is engineering, and it's really interesting that we can really take this now at the level of what the new software is capable of, and offer things that have usually only been available for cars and whatnot, full scale planes, full scale boats, that kind of thing. And now we can apply it, or I'm looking to apply it to our models, especially scale models. That's my niche. What I'm about to show you now is Dan is a client of mine. He asked me to do a revision on his elevator with the checkerboard flame graphic that I've produced. And I told him to send me a picture of the scale elevator that he wants to do, and we can go from there because I can scale it in the software. So what I did was, this is the actual picture of his elevator. What I did was I went into the software, and I'm going to show you his revision done now with the checkerboard flaming graphics. So what I did was I made a right and left side. You could see if you look at here, the actual elevator is scaled to 13.75 long by 11.5 inches wide, which is correct according to what dimensions Dan gave me. So then what I did was I just mirrored the side so it could give him an image of what both sides would look like. Right now, if we want to find out the actual size of the graphic, we'll click here, we'll ungroup. Now I can click on the graphic, and we can see scale-wise we're at just a little over 12 inches in width and 8 inches high, and that'll give him about a 2-inch overlap right here where the graphic will break the hinge line. So he didn't want to do the whole elevator. That was one of the things he stated to me. So again, this is what we're actually capable of doing. I can take your guy's plane. I mean, of course, it is more time consuming, so I would charge a little more because it takes me more time to edit the photos and do everything. But I wanted to show what I'm actually capable of, because if you guys have a design in mind, we can actually take the plane. For the most part, there's not virtually any plane or any part of the plane that I can't demo on, in the sense that if you have a graphic in mind and you want to see what it would look like, we can do that. I mean, this is stuff that I do for full clients, usually dealing with cars and boats and stuff like that. But realistically, it makes more sense to do it with your plane, and I mean do it with your plane, not a fictitious model, not a standalone. A lot of guys are using guys that do vinyl, they just put a blank model there. But if you have once your model's covered, to really get that effect, you really need to see what it would look like with a selected graphic. So if you guys have an idea in mind and you want to do that, like I said, it'd be a couple dollars more for me to do it because it is more time on my part. But in the end, it'll produce a product that, number one, we can scale it so we can actually see what dimensions your part will look like, and then we can come over here and I can scale it with the actual component of the graphic. And as you see here, a 12 by 8 graphic is really going to produce a nice size graphic for his elevator. So really, it's just a matter of where you want to go with this overall. But I mean, again, I can do it with everything from virtually anything you could take a picture of. So again, Dan, I hope this helps you, and I hope you're not offended by me using this video. I just hope to, I want to make every experience a learning one, not just for me and what I do, but to anybody else that wants to watch this, and hopefully you watching this yourself. It'll help you. It'll help you understand, what limitations we have, if there are any, and how we can work around them to give you the best possible product, because that's what it's all about. So once again, I thank everybody. I thank you, Dan. And if this will work for you, just get back with me and we'll get started on it. And if you want to make any tweaks, let me know, and we can do that as well. Take care, guys.